Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is Flosstube 258. This is the 10th of January 2025, and this is take two. Good morning, Jonathan, from the somewhat snowy Texas. We did get a little bit here up at Denton. They got, up north of us, they got tons, but we got just a little bit here. It's enough to stick, but not enough to do anything with. It's more ice, like always here. But they closed school yesterday, and because it was supposed to come in, and it did start icing before school would have got out, so it would have been an issue in some of the places getting, some of the kids home and stuff. So I do think I feel like they made a good call. Some people I know probably don't feel like they made a good call, but I always feel like an abundance of caution is better than not. Some of the roads here are just slick anyway. And then when it gets a little bit of rainy and ice on them, and we don't have infrastructure for things like that. And so I just feel like it's safer just to call it and stay home. We didn't work since we're closed whenever the school closes, NABS closes, so we didn't work either. So I did meet on Wednesday, we got together with some of the ladies and had a brunch at one of the little restaurants in town, and that was nice, but we didn't have school yesterday, but it is, I think 31 right now still, so there's ice and little snow crystals out on everything, but it's kind of yucky. But this is take two. I forgot to put do not disturb on, so my video got cut off. So here we are again. I've got about half Christmas down. And so I did get the little hutch redone. That is Little House Needleworks, Winter ABCs. It's on a piece of Coffee Club, if I'm not mistaken, by Stitch Me. It is a beautiful piece of fabric. I did several things on it, and I intend to buy more, and I just haven't done it. It is gorgeous. I think that is by Heart and Hand, but I can't think what it's called. That is my little snowman that I did. This is, I want to say it's Chalk Talk, but it's hands-on design, and she did one for every season. I just haven't got them all done. This is North Wind by Little House Needleworks. It's one of those that is so beautiful, and then it just doesn't, the cover photo, and I'm gonna see if I can get it down and get it back up there. The cover photo does not do it justice, and I just have it on a little Hobby Lobby clip frame, but this thing is beautiful, and the cover photo does not do it any justice at all. I did it on a piece of 40 count, and it is stunning. And I really started not to do it. The cover photo is just, oh, hi, Patty. The cover photo is just kind of yucky. Do you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Here, you want to sit here? The cover photo is just kind of drab. And I'm going to tell you, this thing is not drab. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I would recommend anyone stitch this thing. North Wind by Little House Needleworks. And it says, the north wind doth blow, and we shall have snow, and what will the robin do then? Gorgeous. This piece is gorgeous and so worth it. But the cover photo makes you feel like it ain't. It's just kind of drab in the cover photo. And I don't know if it's gonna sit up here now or not. Come on, man, don't do that. There you go. Be good. This is Winter by Cricket Collection. Oh, this got tumbled down then. This is Frosty's Night Out by Blackbird. I'm going to tell you, every time I look at him, I consider taking him apart. He's done as a poof. He's supposed to be a poof. I wish I'd done him as a drum. I don't like the poofy bottom and the poofy top. I wish he was not a poof. I wish he was a drum. The difference is there's no cardboard in the top or the bottom. And so there's nothing to give it any real shape except just what you cut and stitch together. And every time I look at it, I think, I really want to take this apart and put it back together as a drum. And I may do it still someday, but it is the cutest thing. I love the colors. I love stitching it. I did it during COVID, and it is adorable. I love it. I love this piece, but I just don't like the little puckery pieces, and I really wish I would do that, redo that. That little vintage snow was a gift from CJ. He knows that only I would love that, and it's true. That's Simply Winter by Drawn Thread, right there. And this is Snowy, right there. That is the small from one of the shares from last week. Let's see here. Right here. That's this one. And I did it just as a little small flat. And I usually have it on a little box, a metal box that it sticks to. And then I did this one as a little bag that I hang on the knob of my little liquor cabinet over here. So I love those. I didn't do all of them. I know I did the carrot one, the bunnies and the carrots, and I did this one. It seemed like I did one more, but I loved all of them. They're by Hands On Design, and they are so cute. Well, Patty, do you just need some attention today? Huh? Do you just need some attention today? And I want to say thank you for all the kind thoughts and prayers and love y'all sent to Chris and Susan. They did get home. They went straight to the hospital. They got checked in and got checked by the doctor. He had left orders there and everything. And they went in to check. They first said, yes, the defibrillator did what it was supposed to. Pacemaker kept working properly, and the defibrillator did what it was supposed to. His heart had stopped 5 times, and the defibrillator started it up again, right? And so then they went in to check for damage. And when they did, they went in to do a heart catheterization, and they were able to see that right below one of the grafts they had previously had to do, there was a 99% blockage. So they were able to go in and stent it, and that was causing it to stop. But when I tell y'all, and he just has a bad heart. He is super fit. He still does 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups every day. I mean, he has maintained the same weight since we've been in high school. He just has a terrible, terrible, terrible heart. And they say eventually he will end up on the transplant list and all. But thank you for all the thoughts and prayers. I mean, it's just, they're home and resting. They had groceries delivered and everything. I've just been trying to let them alone and let them wind down because, well, y'all know me. I tend to wind things up instead of wind things down. So I've been trying to let them decompress before I go over there and stir everything up. But thank you. I do believe that all those prayers and good thoughts and juju, I do believe that works, and it worked. And he is home and safe because of that. And I know it was terrible to be, in Mexico and go through all that. But I also think that we don't understand the way things work. at all. But I do think that God is good all the time. We just don't understand it at all. I know we don't understand it. But, you know, he could have, if he'd have been here, he might have been driving home from Gun Barrel or somewhere and, you know, veered into oncoming traffic and hit a Suburban with a whole family in it. I mean, I don't know. So it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I don't understand, but I know I don't understand. So thank you so much. I appreciate it, and they appreciate it more than you know. But he is home and he is safe, and I believe in a lot due to a lot of the prayers, the 1 point however many thousand prayers that were sent up to get him here. I finally got here with this was part of my Christmas from Patty Penn, and I do wish we were neighbors. How much fun would we have? Not only how much fun would we have, but I could go over and hug her and make sure she was okay. And not that I know Damon has taken very good care of her. And of course, I mean, you know, if you can take care of thousands and thousands upon thousands of soldiers, I'm sure, you know, one very small woman, I'm sure that's like a cakewalk, okay? And Patty is very good, okay? It's not like me, okay? I'm sure one me is probably equivalent to a battalion of soldiers, but Patty is very good. And so I'm sure taking care of Patty is very easy because Patty is very good, unlike me. So I'm sure Patty is very good to take care of even. So I know he does a good job, but I would just like to hug her. And, you know, we do talk. I get to talk to her on the phone and FaceTime and things, but I do wish we lived next door. We could have so much fun, and I could see her, and, you know, it would just be marvelous. So that was a fabulous Christmas present that I can actually see her, and if I could. So I love this. With my coffee in there, because it's definitely a coffee day. It's like 31 still. So, and like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna, if I repeat myself or don't repeat myself, it's because, like I said, I got 20 minutes in before I realized that I had not set my settings, and my phone, I had a message come through and it ding, 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 and got rid of my things. So, and so I had to restart. So there you go. Typical me. So I think that was all I could. Did I put the display? Chris and Sue update. Good morning, Jonathan and Lilani. I know y'all aren't now the girls tell me it's cold. They think they're freezing, but I know y'all ain't having no snow. So I have got a decent amount of stitching done, even though, like I said, Catchy and I have been having all the fun. We've been playing, we've chalked, we've rode four-wheelers, we filled up the bird feeders, and we have had all the little robins and the cardinals yesterday at the feeders, because we wanted to make sure they were filled with the bad weather coming. Oh, and we had a stray cat show up to eat not last night, but the 2 nights before that. And let me see if I can get it, if I can show you the picture. He's gorgeous, and I called, I put him on the HOA, I put him on the lost pets in our area. Nobody says they're looking for him. So, oh man. And it may not show because it's saying it hasn't updated. Maybe it's gonna update. Well, maybe it will update later. Good gravy. Well, I may not get to show you later on because it says it has no internet connection, although it says there are other things coming through. Maybe it will. It says it's resuming syncing now. Syncing now, syncing now. Sync now, sync now. I'm like an infant. Sync now, sync now. Resume syncing, sync now. We'll see if it does or not. Anyway, he was big, gray, white, unaltered male. So he ate and came in for a minute, but then he acted like he was fixing to start spraying things. So he had to go back outside. So we left the garage cracked so he could stay in the garage and not freeze to death, but he can't stay in the house. But he didn't come back last night, so I don't know if he went back to where he lived or what. But we didn't see him in the daytime either day. Catchy and I were out both days, and we were all bundled up. He had on his Carhartt bibs and jacket and everything, so he was warm, but he was riding his little four-wheeler, but we didn't see him during the day at all, only at night. So I don't know if he was, Dirt next door has boats and stuff, and I don't know if he got inside the boats and got warm during the day or what. Here we go. But he was so big and pretty. But I even called the pound to see about, having somebody come catch him because I didn't want him to freeze, and called the Humane Society and all that. But they said they wouldn't do anything till Monday because of the weather. And they said they could come out with a trap on Monday. And I said, well, I wouldn't have to have a trap. I mean, he's catchable. So, but they said they wouldn't be taking in anybody till Monday. So if he's still here on Sunday night, I'm going to put him in the kennel and then take him. Because I don't want him to freeze to death at all. That would be awful. But I'll show you. We did get, for us, that's a little bit of snow. We do get, sometimes we did get 10 inches back in, 2011 maybe? But I think that's been the most of my entire lifetime, ever. Ever. I think that was everything. But yeah, so that was, he just ran right in the door with the other two cats. So just like he lived here. Okay, but I did get a decent amount of stitching done. Like I said, I got, I think everybody got a little bit of attention this week. I didn't get any FFOing done, which I wanted to. But I made myself not until I get all my Christmas put up. So I said no FFOing until all your Christmas is put up. But of course, I don't start mine until the 8th. I am not putting up my Christmas until they find baby Jesus, okay? It don't do no good for Jesus to be born if he ain't ever found, okay? I am a firm believer in that. So everybody done got their Christmas boxed up. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You tell me Jesus is the reason for the season, but you got all your Christmas boxed up before they ever find him. Stop. Just stop. Don't even go there with me. I can't with it. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So don't go there with me. The 12 days of Christmas ain't over until Epiphany. So if you're going to try to go argument with me, Jesus is the reason for the season, but you got your Christmas put up before January 1st, you live in a lie. You live in a lie, and do not go there with me. So, nope. That's it. Don't go there with me. The end. Now, I have been all cried this morning and everything. I laid there in the bed and cried because I have been trying to think about this, and I can't figure this out. This is my Salty Stitcher design. I've got 2 Salty Stitchers I'm working on right now. Good morning, Christy. And who she has filmed 2 floss tubes recently. So go check her out. She has beautiful designs, and she has a new free Chinese lantern bookmark, I think, if my brain is working, maybe or maybe not. This is her Maya Angelou piece. It is fully licensed. Before anybody says it's fully licensed. And this is a piece I'm stitching for my grandma. I'm stitching it for my mama. And I'm gonna remove this little area, this one, and this one. I will move Dr. Maya Angelou and put it here, her name here. And then I'm gonna put Neva Marbury Coleman here. I'm going to put, in 2026, I'm going to write that number here before I forget. Because I need to call my two cousins and talk to my cousins about this. I'm gonna remove here, 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 here. I'm gonna put Neva Marbury Coleman. I'm gonna put the day she was born, the day she passed, and then I'm going to put her initials, my grandpa's initials, the day they were married, and then all 6 of their kids' initials will be out here kind of in the periphery, right? I'm doing this for her, and thank you, Christy, for doing this, because she made you feel like this. Her house was a wreck. Her yard was chaos. Her laundry was undone. But that is where you wanted to go. That is where you wanted to be. I never left until I was in high school without crying, because I didn't want to leave. You showed up and you felt like you were the most important thing in the world. And y'all, this was the 70s, okay? I was born in 67. And they lived in a town, the population was 64, all right? There wasn't no Target, there wasn't no McDonald's, okay? So she wasn't taking us places and buying us things and taking us to the bounce house or the trampoline park or the skate rink or there was none of these things, okay? None of this happened. These were not those kind of places. Didn't even exist, all right? Yuck. I do not cry often. And it is not a good feeling for me. I am not comfortable there. But that is how you felt at her house. You felt wonderful and you felt like you were where you were supposed to be and everything was going like it was supposed to go. And I don't know, it was just okay. It was just okay. There was nothing fancy. There was nothing, they played 42 and 84 and they visited. We did have a trampoline there. Later on, she did get a trampoline for us, but there was a swing. There was chickens and goats, cows, a garden. I don't know. I do not know. I cannot figure it out. And everyone needs to figure it out. Because if everybody could figure it out, everything would be okay. And everybody would be okay. And I don't know what it is. So this one is for her. So thank you, Christy, for designing it, because this is perfect for her. So as I stitch it, I think about, here's a perfect example. Okay, I dated the same guy all through high school. And at one point, my cousin Laurie started dating one of his friends. They showed up to pick us up to go somewhere. And so they came in the house and, said hi to everybody and we introduced Derek to them, and then we all left, right? We all leave. The four of us leave to go somewhere. And he said, oh gosh, I wouldn't have come in, we wouldn't have come in and interrupted if we'd known y'all were having a family reunion. And Laurie and I, and even Brad, we bust out laughing because we're like, family reunion? It was just a regular weekend. It was just a regular weekend, there was no family reunion, but everybody congregated there. Everybody wanted to be there. There was no fancy food. There was no fancy anything. But it's where people wanted to be. It's where people came to. It's where people congregated. People had a great time. And I don't know what it was. And like I said, it wasn't like it was a party house either. My grandpa was a teetotaler. There was no drinking in his house, okay? No drinking, which is odd because he was a sailor. And that was the one oddity, because he could cuss a blue streak. He said 20 words a day, and of the 20, probably 12 were curse words. No joke. No joke. I mean, honestly, he rarely talked. He just said nothing. He wasn't angry. He just didn't talk. He just didn't talk. My grandma talked all the time. My mama did all the talking. My papa just didn't talk a lot. He just did his thing. Just did what he was doing. But when he was young, he and his brothers there was 6 or 8 of them. I'm not going to take the time to count. Anywho, he and his brothers made beer. They made this big barrel of beer. And they hid it in the barn. And my pa found it. And I was fortunate enough to know my grandpa's daddy. And he passed when I was 10 or 11. So I knew him, okay? I mean, he could still turn cartwheels with me. He was, up until he died, he was in great shape, okay? I'm very fortunate. And he found the beer. And he was one of these people who believed that liquor was a great servant, but a terrible master. And so he thought he was going to teach the boys a lesson. So he brought them all to the barn, and they had to drink the green beer. They had to drink the barrel of green beer. And they all got, of course, horribly ill on the green beer. And none of them ever drank. Ever. None of them were drinkers. So he said his entire life, if he smelt any kind of alcohol, that he instantly became nauseated. I mean, he just wanted to vomit. He couldn't stomach it at all. So it's not like it was a party house. I don't know, but it was the perfect place to be. So if you want to jump on and sal this one with us, it is a gorgeous piece. Anne is flying on it. She has got to be close to finishing it by now, because she is, morning Anne. I mean, she is killing it, how fast she's going on it. But of course, she's a super fast stitcher, and she can stay focused and stay committed. She doesn't have the squirrel that I have the squirrel. She doesn't have that. So it is a beautiful piece. I'm stitching mine on 35 count lamb's wool. It is so pretty. I love it. And it's by Floss. I got it from Floss and Fabrics. Hello, Jolene. It's beautiful. Beautiful fabric. And these are the colors I'm using. These are kind of my, this is the hues I use on samplers. Sometimes the red is a little more red than this. Steamed broccoli, deep blue sea, chili pepper, and queen bee. Like just primaries. I'm a kindergartner at heart, absolutely a kindergartner at heart. That's me. That's me. I fit in good with the kids for a reason, because that's where I'm at. So this piece is perfect for her. And when I figure that out, I'm going to write a book or bottle it or something, because if I could figure that out, everybody would be okay. Everybody would be okay in the whole world. The whole world would be okay. If I could figure out what made people feel that way, everybody would be all right. The whole world. The whole entire world would be okay. So that's a goal. Goals, as my kids say, goals. My other, and so I'm going to stay in my saltwater stitcher vein, because Christy's amazing. And if you don't think she's amazing, she is like super important person in the Coast Guard. Like, oh my gosh, it's sitting right back here in the back of my head. She's over like millions of people. She's super important. So she is a service person in the Coast Guard, and then does this also. And so this is We the People. We had talked about trying to get it finished super fast, and then we've decided we're gonna finish it at StitchCon, and I'll go up and ring the bell and finish it together. This is our We the People. It is a PDF download or a paper chart, either one. Now she gives you the chart for over one, or it's charted for back stitch. So it is Ada friendly, and the other Maya Angelou is Ada friendly also. So this one is Ada friendly because she gives you the back stitch version of the letters here. So she gives you the back stitch version of those also, which is what I'm doing, because I didn't want to do over one on all those. Patty did over one. Let's see. Here's my board. And I worked on some, and I've still got the needle in here even. When I couldn't sleep the other night, I got up and I worked on some of my blue and some of my white. So if you're tired, like it's a good one to work on when I'm tired, because I can just work on some of the white, which is perfect. I can just start filling in some of my white section, some of the stripes of the flag. So it's a great one for that. This is on a piece of fabric flare, and it is, I was gonna try to show you, Americana Confetti Star by Fabric Flare. So I did some more of my white there and some more of my blue. I'm going to do a little gray back stitch all around my edge to kind of set it all off. And I don't mind that my little blue is showing through. This does not bother me. As somebody asked me, no, it doesn't bother me one bit. I don't know why, but it doesn't. But this is gorgeous. It's gonna be my first like full coverage piece. I'm loving it. Audrey Stitch-A-Witch 42 has done so many full coverage pieces. She has done the Alphonse. Big, beautiful ones. And I'm just amazed by it. Amy Loves Toads does some super cool full coverage pieces. Christy Saltwater Stitcher does some beautiful full coverage pieces. I just don't think I have it in me to keep my brain working. All those little threads running like that really freaks me out. I just don't think I can do that at all. But I love, love, love this. I'm gonna love having it finished. I thought I was gonna put it in with my Patriotic stitching, but the more I think about it, I may put it at the top of my Patriotic wall. I know. at the top of my sampler wall. I may put it up at the very top of all my sampler wall, which I'm considering moving in here. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm thinking that's where I'm going to go with it, is I may put it up at the top of all the wall, all the sampler, my family sampler wall. So just a thought. But I do love this. So it is, so these are my 2 saltwater stitcher designs, and it's just 3 colors. And I love it. Patty made us all bags. Isn't it adorable? She's amazing. I'm trying to kind of put this up as I go, since I already have enough of a mess putting up Christmas. Okay. And now I'm crying about now my nose wants to start running, of course. Of course it does. But I do have a Kleenex in there, I think. Right down here. If I can get it without falling over. Okay, onward. Okay, now I did get a section finish on the Nutcracker by Twin Peaks, and this thing is amazing. I am loving this because not only is it beautiful, but, and here are all the threads for it. This is out of order, but, and yes, Carol, I remember Nicole used to do her threads like that, and they would be so beautiful, and I could never make mine be looking beautiful when I would do them like that at all. And I guess she is just knitting, because I haven't seen anything from her in a very long time. But this is the Nutcracker by Twin Peaks. And what I am super loving about this is each time I finish a little motif, it's like a little mini finish, right? So I finished my little Nutcracker, and I had to switch up some of his colors because this little light blue did not show up on the fabric I chose. I chose to switch it up and do a Stormy Night Lugana instead of this tan, because I wanted it to look kind of cold. Like when you go see the Nutcracker, it always kind of feels cold in there, and then, you know, it'll be kind of snowy, and I'm just gonna have to hold it up to see the whole thing, but I'll fold it over and show you the little Nutcracker guy first. He is adorable. I posted him on my Instagram as my new crush. Isn't he the cutest? But the blue, the light blue for his jacket was mixing in with the blue too much for the background. So I just had to swap some colors around and stuff. But he's so cute. I love him. Oh, hang on. Okay, so can you wait a minute and see if Pat comes through to let you in? Huh? We'll see. If Pat doesn't come through in a minute, I'll go let him in. But this is where I'm at so far. So I will probably do the little, I don't know. I could come down here and do the other soldier, but I will probably not. I will probably come over here and do Mother Ginger over here. On this side. right there. So I will probably do her next. But I have had so much fun with this. I don't know that I had stitched. This may be my first Twin Peaks. And I have had, it's been easy to read. I do love that they give you, it is a black and white chart, but they give you a little, let me show you like this. So it's a black and white chart, but they give you a little color thing at the back so you can be sure. So like if you're like, you can flip over and look at that and be sure that you're seeing, you know, the symbol right, which I think is a brilliant idea. I love that. And I mean, I guess you could, I mean, if your eyes are good, you can just do that, I guess. But my eyes are not that good. If you were young, you could probably just use that one page. Not me. Not me for a long time. But it is, it's very easy to see. It's big print. So I have loved that. So it is just so cute. And I love all the little elements. And like I said, I've loved that each little element is just like a little mini finish. So I'm having so much fun with it. It would be super fun if I could finish it by StitchCon, but probably not gonna happen. I could be wrong, but I would really like that if I could, but I don't know. I don't know. It would be super fun, but probably not gonna happen. And no, I would probably just have to take them, you know, unframed or whatever, and just lay them down and then frame them when I get back, because it's just too much to take in your suitcase. And somebody asked about backs the other day. My backs tend to be fairly, I don't know. I don't know. That's what mine tend to look like. I don't worry about my back. I don't think about the back. But that's just, I don't run my thread. Maybe that's why my backs just tend to stay looking sort of like that. So I tend not to have too much chaos back there. Now, Santa's Night Tree got a little bit of love while I was watching Vikings Valhalla, the new season. Okay, Queso, I'm coming to let you in, bub. Hold, please. I don't know if Pat is coming in here, so let me go let Queso in. Queso, Pumpkinhead. Queso, Pumpkinhead. Here, bub, what you do? Is she wet? Is she wet, Bubba? Is she wet, Bubba? Huh? Look, can you say hi? Can you say hi, Queso, Pumpkinhead? Huh? Go find your bed. Are you gonna get up here? Patty's already in the other chair. He's like, well, I'll do what I want, which is absolutely true. He will do exactly what he wants. Okay, oh look, hair. What? You gonna tell me something? So, my Santa's Night Tree. Where is the picture? Right here. This is from last year's Jingle Ball. I wanted to have it finished and be very superior at this year's Jingle Ball. It did not happen, sadly. Patty got hers finished and was very superior because she got hers done. I did not. And I felt horrible about it because I wanted to have it done so, you know, people can see how much fun Jingle Ball is by, you know, I had this done, right? And now I'm going to do a blackbird and a redbird before somebody asks. I'm doing, because I love my ravens in the backyard. And so I'm going to have a blackbird here and a redbird here. So I got this house finished and this house started. I'd had the roof done and a little bit on this side. So I got this house finished and the snow under it last night. So let me show you. Oh, I'm talking a long time today. So I got that second house finished and the snow under it finished and the roof of the third house started. So I am progressing along. Hopefully this week I can get the third house done. That would make me super happy if I could get that third house done. And then maybe the next week, the rest of the snow. And then it would just be the Santa and the reindeer, and then finish the plaid. So this could be finished by the end of February, maybe. Would be easy if I can keep myself on task. If I can keep myself on task, always. Is always the thing. Because, then there are always new things, right? There are always new things. And Pam and Steph, they have their Cool Whip parades and they can keep all those things going. And I can't keep all those things going. I can't juggle that many chainsaws. I can't. I don't know why. I don't know why. It makes me kind of nervous. But I love this. I love this and I wish I had it finished because I really wanted to have it displayed this year. But I didn't get it done. And I'm thinking, once I get it done and if I figure out how to FFO it, I'm going to want to do lots of the other trees because they're so cute. So cute. So I feel like that was a decent amount of stitching. So that made me happy that I got a decent amount of stitching done on it. So I wish my husband could make a little more noise in the restroom. I specifically said, try to be quiet if you go to the restroom. They're not at work today, obviously. Exactly how I feel. Then I started, I think I'd started this last week. I think this is my new start. Yeah, this is my new start. Let me get it out here because it is so cute. I found the cover photo. Okay, this is my Jeannette Douglas from the Jingle Ball Specialty Stitches piece. And I started it maybe Tuesday. I think I worked on it Tuesday night, if I remember right. And so I started on the, and I'm gonna say all these words wrong, Montenegrin stitch. And then I did the satin stitch. And then I have started on the leaf stitches. Yeah. The Montenegrin stitch I did a little bit of, and I find it hard to see at night. So I set it aside and I'll work on it in the day. It's really tight. I feel like it might be easier to see with one thread, but it called for two, so whatevs. It is beautiful, and it is gonna be so beautiful when it's done. It is on a piece of some kind of pearlescent something. 32 count opalescent Lugana. And that's what it called for. So the satin stitches, and it's not showing up good colors at all. So I have the little tree trunk down there at the bottom, and then you do the leaf stitches are what I'm fixing to start on. That is the Montenegrin stitch, and it's supposed to look like a braid. And let me see if I can explain in my brain what this stitch looks like. If you were doing a long cross with a half cross, and then a parallel stitch, and then a long cross with a half cross with a parallel stitch. It's just basically kind of mayhem or something, I don't know. But so I will continue to work on that, and I will probably just do, because I do not find it enjoyable. To me, it's hard to see, it's hard to tell, and it's hard to tell if I'm doing it right because it's so tight and there's so much thread in a little bitty space. I mean, I don't even know if you can tell. I mean, there is so much thread in a tiny, tiny space there. So I will probably just continue to work on it little bits at a time and just add to it and add to it and add to it as I go. It is not enjoyable for me. Like I said, I've considered taking it out and doing one thread of it, but I don't know. It's just like that for me. But I love the blue satin. I love the blue satin stitch. That is very pretty. It came out so pretty. I'm thinking I'm gonna love the leaf stitch. That one's next. And it is gorgeous. So I think this will be a finish next week. I don't think there'll be any problem getting it done before next week at all. I don't think, what's in here? What's in here? Oh, this is my Festive Flower. I haven't started Festive Flower, Festive Forest from Jingle Ball, or my Counted Canvas. But either of those are the two that I have not started from Jingle Ball that were my Jingle Ball ones. So both of those are here also. So they're still hanging out. That one needs to go over here though, because that one is with #joy. I can believe, what's this guy? These are my Lindy Stitches stockings. Yes, that goes over there. So, we'll just put him here. We'll put him in here. So I think that is all my whips this week. So that is, I mean, everybody got a little bit of love this week. A new start and 1, 2, 3, 4 whips. So not bad. Not bad. So it's a good stitching week, very good stitching week. And then shares from last week. Oh, questions and comments. Yes, Susan, it is real around here. Catchy, yes, while no one was pooping. Oh, Lord. Yes, Charles, this piece is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. And Stacy asked about where this is the Just Cross Stitch Magazine 2024 special holiday issue. I got mine at the Joann's, so I hope it's still there. And Vicki, he is talking so good. I mean, he is just, Patty, yes, let's do a blessings sampler next January. And Judy, yes, my finger is, I don't know if it'll focus on it or not. It is, see, you can tell it's like wonky, but it still feels weird, but it has some feeling in it, but it feels weird. So I'll take that. And then Patty's birthday is February 3rd. And we're talking about doing a sale for her birthday, and we were going through looking at fun things. And this is let me see if I can just show you this. Maybe not. Why is it like this? Okay, Patty sent this, but this is Happiness is Heart Made Cat and Cardinal Christmas. It is so cute. And y'all can see all my other messages over there. It is adorable, but I think that's the one we're gonna do. And I love it. And it's got just a little tiny piece of Quaker in the corner. So last week's shares are, I wanted to say that before I forgot. So anybody can order. I think Dreama at Needlecraft Corner is ordering some of them. I think I saw Shelly has it at Just Stitching Ink. It said 1, 2, 3 stitches out of it, but I think they're supposed to be getting some more. But it has it as a PDF download also. So let's see here. This Nanette McDougall Dykes was the recipient of that one. And y'all, you may think tons of people comment on these. There were 17 that were in the drawing for this one, according to the pick a winner thing. Debbie Sisk, I love this guy. He's so cute. Is that right? No, I'm sorry. Debbie, hang on. Bunny. Sorry, this is you, Debbie. Debbie Sisk. Edith McClanahan. And Lori Irons. Lori Irons. If y'all will email me, niecelyn@yahoo.com. Daisy, I still have not got yours in the mail. You're being so patient with me. And then this week, like I said, none of those were more than, I think 20 something was the most people that commented for, I mean, there were comments, but for comments for an individual one of those. So this one is, let's do, use the word barn. Isn't that adorable? This one, use the word, what word do we want to use for this? This is by Amy Brookin. Use the word cross stitch. I guess that's 2 words, but say cross stitch in your thing. On this one, use the word blue jay. And this beauty right here, and y'all, what's funny about these is y'all send these, and they're so sweet to send them to share. So many of them, we all think alike, because I have some of them I have already in my thing to stitch myself, because they're just beautiful. This one used the word flag. This is by Rosewood Manor, and I'm not taking the thing off, but look at that. It's called American Flag Quilt Sampler. And I already have it, and someday I will stitch it. But this thing is gorgeous. So use the word flag for that one. So I'm gonna jump off of here. We're a little over an hour today, and try to get this uploaded. Y'all have a happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Stay warm and enjoy your stitches. Bye.